black screen. She got, those are all of her mail. It was showing like Dairy Queen, McDonald's, and a high five mail, and other envelopes, and then restaurants, and that's a magazine for like her, and just in case if she wants to look at singers and what they do and stuff like that. And that's when she grabbed the restaurant envelope, the ad. She got it. That's when she was looking at it to left to right. And that's when she said, hey guys, what do you think what we should get today? Cause I've been eating this just breakfast stuff and snack stuff, so what do you guys want? And that's when Juan and Henry was standing by one another, and that's when they said, Juan was trying to think and say, you know what, I just don't feel like eating none of this stuff, but I just feel like having something like, not salty, but more like food dear. And he was doing this too, his hands like this, like literally. And that's when he put his hands and his fingers down, and he said, okay. That's when she was looking at the restaurants on the ad, and she was saying, okay. And he said, okay, what about McDonald's? And he said, no. And that's when he said, what about a burger? And she was saying, what about a double cheeseburger and then one fry? And that's when on the ad, it was showing McDonald's, and it was showing how many money is it. So she was saying, and a fry. And it said no. And she said, what about Dairy Queen? And that's when he said no. And she said, you have to eat something. You guys have to eat something. That's when she said it real loud, like a little bit yelling at them. That's when Juan was looking, and he looked at Henry. That's when he said, what do you want? And that's when Henry was saying, you know what, I'm just kind of thinking about that. Maybe, I don't feel like eating nothing that's like beef, none of that, but I just feel like maybe about some Chinese food or something like that. And that's when he said, okay. That's when he said, and she said, he said, oh yeah, there's some place. And said, she said, what about Chinese food? And that's when he said, Juan said, yeah, I think Chinese food is, that's kind of like not salty and none of that. And that's when Henry just looked. And that's when Madison was saying, there's some place called Shangamong. It's a Chinese restaurant. It's real life. And it's in New York in real life. It's called Shangamong. Shangamong. And that's Shangamong. That she was saying, what about we eat there? Does that sound good to you guys? And that's when he said, yeah. That's more settled down. And that's when she said, okay, let me just type Shangamong. She was typing it on her phone on Google. And that's when she was typing the letters Shangamong. On here, you see, that's when it shows Shangamong. And that's when she said, our location is here. That's when they pulled up to the restaurant. They were by some bank, but the bank is closed. That's the other car, that's the mail, and that's a sign, and that's a sign telling the bank that it's closed, telling people that the bank is closed. That's their car. It pulled up, then the car turned, like the car was turning straight, then she was having to park a other different way, because that's how they don't park. She parked it right there, right by the restaurant, about 5 seconds away from the restaurant, because the bank is right by the restaurant. And that's when they said, okay, ready you guys? And that's when Juan said, yeah, I'm ready. And that's when Henry was saying, yeah, I'm ready to eat. And that's when she said, okay. And that's when she opened up the door and she went out. That's when they closed their doors. And that's when she was walking right past her car. And that's Madison was getting ready to be walking on the sidewalk. Those are Henry and Juan was already walking on the sidewalk. And those are the full buildings of New York. They were walking. And you see, that's what the restaurant looks like. Shingamong. They went inside. Madison opened up the door. And they closed it. And this is a picture of the restaurant. There was a lot of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 people was there. And there was a sign saying that the restaurant is open. And a lot of decoration. And a lot of decoration lights right there. And there was some music person doing music in the restaurant. Okay guys, see you guys by tomorrow. I will do another clips about 4, so see you guys later.